Hey everybody, Yankee here again. Going to continue with our list of top 11 40 Smith & Wesson chambered pistols for self-defense and carry. Yesterday we did the first 5 on our list. Today we will finish up with the last 6, going from 6 up to the number 1 position. So let's go ahead and get started here. But before we do, let's do the disclaimer one more time. When we're talking about price, we're talking about MSRP on these guns. When we talk about capacity, we're talking about standard capacity. And we're only dealing with guns that are currently in production. With that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the list. And we start with number 6. All right, next at number 6 on the list is another gun that I personally don't care for, but I know it's a great gun, and I know a lot of people love them. It is the Smith & Wesson M&P 40 2.0. This is a striker-fired gun. You can get it in full or compact. It holds 15 plus 1 rounds in the full size, 13 plus 1 in the compact, and the MSRP is between $598 and $629, depending on whether you go full size or compact. And you can have it with a manual safety if you want, or you can have it with no manual safety. The one thing I really dislike about this gun is they're so cheap that they use the same mold for both. So if you get it without the manual safety, you just get a little piece of plastic that looks like it's been glued back where the manual safety is, and that's the main thing I dislike about this gun. But otherwise, great functioning gun, not super expensive, very popular. There's a good aftermarket for it, so it deserves its space on this list. It is the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 40. All right, at number 5, we have a gun that isn't exactly cheap, but it's a great gun. When you're talking about 40 caliber pistols, especially polymer frame pistols, this is one of the best. It is the H&K, or, HK if you're not an old guy like me, P30. All right, like most H&Ks, this is actually a hammer-fired gun. It is a full-size model. They do not offer the SK in 40 in this model, and it holds 13 plus 1 rounds. Now, like I said, not cheap. The MSRP runs from the mid to high 800s on this gun. Like I said, it's hard to narrow it down with H&K. And you can get it in different configurations. You can get it in a light double action pull trigger with no safety whatsoever, or you can get a regular hammer fired with a manual safety. So it's your choice. Either way you go, you're going to have a really nice gun here no matter what trigger you choose. It is a gun that definitely deserves to be on this list. It has some of the best design ergonomics I've ever seen on a gun. This is one of the most comfortable guns I've ever held in my hand. It is the HK P30. All right, at number 4, we have a classic. It's also not a cheap gun, but it's also a great gun, and it's also an HK. It is the HK USP. Now you can get this in a full or a compact chambered in 40, and it comes with 13 plus 1 rounds standard or 12 plus 1 if you get the compact. Now the MSRP on this gun is very high. You can find it anywhere depending on what configuration you get, from the low 1000s up until almost $1,400. So not a cheap gun by any means, but definitely worth the money. If you've ever shot one, you understand why. You can get it in multiple trigger configurations like most H&Ks, light double action, no safety, regular hammer fired with manual safety, with decockers, etc. So you got lots of different options on which one you get. No matter which one you get, they ain't going to be cheap, but they are going to be a really great gun. It is the HK USP. All right, at number 3, this is going to be a little bit of a strange one. It's going to be a little vague. I'm just going to say Glock. No matter which Glock you choose, they have lots of variations in 40 Smith & Wesson. You can get subcompacts, you can get compacts, you can get full size, you can get long slide. No matter what you choose, you're going to get usually between 13 plus 1 or 15 plus 1 rounds standard. Now you can buy all the extended magazines you want for them, but standard it's 13 plus 1 or 15 plus 1. MSRP usually ranges anywhere from the mid 500s to the mid 700s, depending on which model you choose. But it doesn't matter which model you choose, you're going to get a Glock 40. And what could be better than that? So that's why they're at number 3 on the list, which I guess means there are 2 things better than that. But like I said, these are awesome. No matter which one you choose, they're great guns. It is basically any Glock. All right, at number 2, we have another HK. And it is my favorite HK. You're seeing a trend. There's a lot of HKs on here. They make great 40 caliber pistols. And this model is no exception. In fact, like I said, it's my favorite H&K. It is the P2000. Now, the SK model is actually my favorite one, but this gun comes in the full size and the SK both in 40. Now, the full size holds 12 plus 1 rounds of 40, and the subcompact holds 9 plus 1 rounds. And you know, for H&Ks, these aren't all that expensive. They are in the mid 900s, depending on which one you choose for MSRP, but they're just an awesome gun. I love the decocker on these, backed by the hammer. It's a hammer-fired gun, if I haven't said already. And you do have those different options for triggers, you know, the light double action, the regular double action, single action with manual safety, decocker, etc. Just awesome guns. Like I said, the H&K P2000 SK is one of my favorite polymer guns, period. It is a great gun, period, no matter which model you get or which caliber you get it in, for that matter. But we're dealing with 40s today, so this is number 2 on the list. Only one gun better than this one, the H&K P2000 series guns. All right, now we're to the number 1 40 Smith & Wesson chambered pistol for self-defense and carry, and I don't think anyone's going to be at all surprised by my choice. It is the Beretta 96 series gun. Now, right now, I think the 96A1 is the one that's actually in production, but any Beretta 96 is awesome, especially if you can get like a 96 Brigadier. Those are amazing. This gun is a hammer-fired gun. Everyone knows that. You can have it with a manual safety, or you can have it with just a decocker, which type you choose, type F, type D, whatever. So awesome gun with some options there for your safety. They're all double action, single action. The only difference is how the safety functions as a safety or just a decocker, or safety and decocker. But just an amazing gun. My favorite model of gun, period. You know, just over any semi-automatic gun, the Beretta series guns, the 90 series guns are my favorite, and the 96 is no exception. Now, it holds 12 plus 1 rounds of 40, and a great thing is the MSRP is only $799. You're getting a top-notch, world-class gun for the price of most polymer guns. So this is definitely on the top of my list when it comes to self-defense pistols chambered in 40. Like I said, double action, single action, hammer fired. You can have just a decocker, or you can have a safety if you want one. There's lots of aftermarket parts. You can upgrade them. Langdon Tactical, Wilson makes all kinds of things for these. They're second probably only to the Glock and stuff that you can get for them, like the Glock and the M&P. Maybe the M&P, but definitely the Glock they'd be second to. But still, you can get all kinds of stuff for these, because a lot of the big name gunsmiths and gun trainers out there, this is their favorite gun too, so they make stuff for it. So that's the number 1 40 caliber pistol for self-defense and carry. It is the Beretta 96. All right, everybody, that is our top 11 list of the best 40 caliber pistols for self-defense and carry. If I didn't put something on there that you like, let me know what it is in the comments section. Maybe I just didn't know about it or forgot about it. I'm old, I forget things. So let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed my list. And remember, if you want to join Save the 40s and try to bring 40 caliber back into the fold, which would also bring back 357 SIG and 10 millimeter more into the fold, that's part of our plan there. If you want to join the Save the 40s campaign, go over to TYMPpistolproject.com, buy any Save the 40s merchandise, even if it's just a sticker. You'll be on the campaign member roster, and you'll be on the scroll at the end of every one of my videos, or at least most of my videos. I don't put them on shorts or anything. But go on over there, join Save the 40s. All the profits go to TYMPP. And like I said, you get put on that list. You also get entries into the friend drawing. If you buy a t-shirt, you get 2 of them. If you buy a mug, you get 1. So go on over, join Save the 40s, get some cool merch, and possibly win yourself a prize. And with that being said, I am out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again.